Everybody, it's Diana with StampingWithDi.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Teach Me Tuesdays, episode 196. And I have a few things to share with you today. And remind you also, this is the last day you can join my team, and you have two different choices for the starter kit. It's an awesome deal. I've been a demonstrator for almost 25 years. And I don't think I've ever seen a special, to join as great as this one is. So I'll go over that. I'm also going to be using some of the new stuff. You can add this to your starter kit. Also, there's an Onstage at Home event that's happening in November. So if you join my team in October, so this is the last day, you will automatically be registered for this virtual event. Which is a $77 value, in addition to the starter kit. And you'll be able to, in November, order the Be Mine suite. So I'm going to be using a part of that today, and it is so cute. So I wanted to make sure to use it, make sure to show you how adorable it is, and so you don't miss out. Because there's so many times that people reach out to me the day after, like a starter kit special, and you can still join. You can join any day of the year, but then you miss out on the great deal. So definitely holler at me today if you have any questions, because I would love for you to join my team. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. So yeah, just like I said, I have been a demonstrator almost 25 years. I cannot even I can't fathom that, right? And I just joined for the discount. And who knew that it would bring me to 25 years later. I've sold a million, many trips, and many friendships that I have made along the way. As well as a stamp studio and a lot of stamps. Sometimes I still say I'm my best customer. So it has definitely brought a lot of great stuff to our family. Okay, so I'm going to stop blabbing so I can turn the camera so I can share with you a few things before we get started with the card, because also today is the last day of October, so it's the last day for my host code. It's the last day to earn the October goodies and guts as well. So much going on. All right, and it's Halloween. So I don't know if you do Halloween. I remember we did as kids, and I'm Canadian. I live in Arizona now, and I swear, we'd get the cutest costume, and then we'd have to bundle up with a winter coat over it. So hopefully wherever you are, it will be a nice, mild Halloween night. So if you're taking your kids out, they're going to be able to show off their fun costumes and not their winter jacket. All right, so let me turn the phone or the camera, and then we'll get started. So close your eyes for a second while I get adjusted. Okay, so this is the Onstage box. So let me now this is this is just something, if they had so many of them, and I think they've run out of them because now it's almost to the end. But I just wanted to show you some of the fun stuff. But right now, this is the last day to join my team, and you can pick your starter kit. And I'm sure we've had choices before, but I love when we have choices. So you can either get 35% off, or you can get 35% more. So it really depends on if you've been a stamper for a long time. You might be like, you know what, I have a lot of stuff, so I'm going to go with the 35% off. But if you're a new stamper and you have a huge wish list, you might go, you know what, I want 35% more. Either way, it is a great deal. So make sure you reach out to me so you can join before that ends. And today is the last day. Also, so my host code, so this is what I was talking about, my goodies and my guts. I do have a video so that you can watch how to make these. Now, nothing is stamped on these. This is the host code to use if you're ordering under $150 before tax and shipping. And these are the guts you'll receive if you place at least a 75 before tax and shipping in the month of October. If you want both the goodies and the guts, then simply order 150 before tax and shipping in the month. And those can be accumulative orders. All right, so these are the supplies. Now remember, nothing is stamped on these, so you'll have to use what you have at home. Or if you don't have the Hey Chuck stamp set and you're joining, my team, you could always get that. But you could always add it to your order too if you're not joining my team and get up to that 75. And then you'll also get the cute little calendar. Now, these are the guts. The goodies are the abundant decorative masks. And that's how I did these sunflowers on the calendar. All right, so let me get these off of here really quick. And then I want to share with you the Onstage stuff. Now, like I said, they only had so many of those, I think several thousand. But I just want to share it with you. All right, because I thought it was fun. So it's a cute little box. Now, like I said, this is just something, only certain amount of people could get because then they only had so many of them. All right, so there's cute little socks. Aren't they fun? All right, we've got some cute little pens. Onstage at home. A little pin. We always have these amazing pins. And I love the box. Look how fun the box is. So, it's just adorable. All right, let me turn it so I can make sure I'm in the camera. All right, and a puzzle. Oh my gosh, Jeff and I love to do puzzles. So this is going to be fun. Look at all those pieces. And again, another fun little box. And then there's a notebook. I didn't even open that up yet. But there's a little notebook in there. And then this is so cute too. These are photo props. So how many of you have gone to a birthday party or an anniversary or a wedding, you name it. And they have these fun little props that you can, hold on to while you take your picture. So these are some of the ones that were in there. If I can get them out. And there's like sticks to hold them on to. Let's see. I don't want to tear them. There's the sticks. All right. I had them pulled out the other day. I was showing Jeff all of them when it came. There's a cute little heart. So this is a 35th anniversary. Can you imagine? All right. There's some confetti. But I was just like, look at these cute little props. There's a little birthday hat. This one is fun. This one is kind of like Elton John glasses. There's a 35. There's a cute little bow tie or a hair tie. And then there's a bonjour, hello, hello. My name is, and I think is that it? I think that's it. And then there's like little, a little thing of, glue dots to put the sticks on. But isn't that adorable? All right, so like I said, if you signed up for Onstage before they ran out of these, you got those. So that was fun, and it came the other day, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to share that. But the box is adorable. All right, so I'm going to put that back here. Okay, so what else do I need to tell you about? I think that was it. All right, so let's get to the cards. So not only am I using the Be Mine suite, I'm going to be using the Fluffiest Friends. So this is a new online exclusive that isn't available yet, but to demonstrators we can. So you could, if you like this, which who doesn't like this because it is stinking adorable, you could add this to your starter kit as well. And it has a die, a coordinating die that goes with it. So I'm going to be using that. If you need the item numbers, so like if you're saying, yes, I want to join your team, I almost missed out, you need item numbers, make sure you holler at me. Make sure you holler at me soon, because you don't want to be doing it at the end of the day. Just in case you have any issues, you want to be able to reach out to me or to Stampin Up if you have any issues. All right, so let's get started. I'm also using the Be Mine Sweeter collection. I think it's Sweet collection. I think they put those words together now. And so it's the Be My Valentine. So this is one that won't be available, I believe, till January. But if you join my team today, this is one that people that are going to the Onstage at home, can get this only. So you have to be going to that event. So since you will be automatically registered, you will be able to order this in November. And it has a matching punch. Look how cute that is. And I have showed you this before. Some adorable paper. It has some cute little bling and some Poppy Parade ribbon. I think that's all of the pieces of that suite. I could be mistaken, so but I think that's all the pieces of this suite. But this paper is so cute, and I am very I think I almost want to, depending on, like, I say that now without seeing the mini catalog that's starting in January, because I have my my spring social coming up, so make sure you save the date for that. In my head I go, oh, I want to add this as one of the things, but till I see the mini catalog, I don't know for sure. Maybe I will just do this one as a class. Who knows, right? Okay, so let's get to the card. All right, so let's see here. So we're using the cute little bear. Now I did some of the die cutting ahead of time just to save some time, because I knew that I would be going over some end of the month stuff, and that takes, you know, a little bit of time. So what I did do was I did stamp my little bear. I'm going to be coloring him with the blends, so I stamped him with the Memento. And then this is one of the dies that's in there. So it's like this beehive, or not a beehive, but like, what is this? Like an arch. But to me, it almost could be, right? Like a beehive. If you put a big circle there, it could be like a beehive as well. All right, so I did my bear. I'm also going to be stamping, they have these cute little like sunflower kind of daisies. All right, so I'm going to stamp them. Wait, hang on a minute. Hold on. Sorry about that. I want to do a little bit of blending. So I have a couple blending brushes here. I want to put a little bit of color on here before I stamp. All right, so I'm going to use Parakeet Party and Balmy Blue. All right, so I'm just going to take a little Balmy Blue, rub some of it off on here, and I'm just going to softly put that in here. I want to leave some white edges. I don't want it to go all the way, or I might as well stamp on Balmy Blue. So you can see that I picked Balmy Blue because I love that color, but you can see it better on camera than the Pool Party. But you could do Pool Party too if you're at home. All right, then I'm also taking the Parakeet, and I'm going to just get a little bit off of there as well. And I'm just going to put a little Parakeet on the bottom, so we have a little bit of grass. Now I'm going all the way across on that one. Okay, so now we have like a cute little area for our bear to sit on. All right, so now we can do some stamping. All right, so I'm going to stamp some flowers because I want it to look like my little bear is kind of in the garden. So we're going to do some little daisies. But I also want to put some back here as well. Okay. And then our little bear is just going to sit amongst the flowers. So we can see that I should put another one here, so we can kind of see there. So I'm just kind of laying him on there so I can see that's good. So everything looks good. I also want to put a couple little bees. We have these cute little bees. So I'm going to put some bees here. All right, now this can be drying before I start to color. Let's get to the inside of the card. Now the inside, I'm going to use the honey DSP as well as this check. So this is going to go on the inside. And I'm just going to glue these two pieces together. because I'm using them on the front of the card. So I just kind of wanted to put these two together for the inside of my card. Look how cute those bees are. It is so cute. Can I say cute anymore in a video? All right. I think the other day I said retro probably like 20 times. All right. So trim that. And trim this. All right. Now let's do the inside. Now who says you cannot put die cut things on the inside of a card? Not me. So I cut out in some pecan pie, that little cute little branch, and in crumb cake I did the little beehive. But I want my little hole of the beehive to show up pretty good, so I'm going to use my monkey punch, and I'm going to get that tiny little eyeball or whatever it is for the monkey. And I'm going to show you before I get any more, because I'm going to forget. Because when I had this monkey punch out, let me show you what I was doing with it. So this is going to be kind of like a, and this will be drying too. All right. So I'm just going to put this here, and now we've got, you know, like a little hole, and it shows up better. Let me show you. This is like a, what would that be? A sidebar. All right, so when I was walking Winston the other day, I have been seeing this rock every time, and I kept thinking, oh, that looks like Groot's head. So finally, I picked it up, and then I got playing with some punches, and doesn't that look like Groot's head? So all I did was I used the monkey eyeball again. I used the pumpkin because I needed some shapes. I used that pumpkin one, and then I used this one here. Hang on, let me put him in the house. He's excited for the Groot head. All right, sorry about that. It's so windy today that it keeps banging this little welcome thing by our front door, so the dog keeps thinking people are at the door, so I hope he doesn't keep barking. I did close the door, so it shouldn't be too bad. But doesn't that kind of look like Groot? And I just used the bow punch. But, so, yeah, I mean, it's not perfect, but I just had to show you that. So I was like, I've got to have some punches that will be able to make that. So that's why I had the monkey punch on my desk. So I'm like, oh, that would work perfect in the beehive to give it that, give you the hole for the bees to go in and out. All right, so now we're going back to the video now. So we're going to take our crumb cake with a blending. And I'm just going to put a little crumb cake around the edges of my beehive, and that's just going to emphasize that shape as well. All right, so now you can see the edges of the beehive even better. I'm also going to stamp in Poppy Parade, because Poppy Parade is in this DSP. And I'm going to have it say, you'll always be the one for me. All right, so we're going to put that on here. Where is, oh, here you go. Now this is a photopolymer, and I haven't used it tons, so I'm going to use my little mat. It just helps it ink up a little bit better. All right, so you'll always be the one for me. And so we're going to put our little branch, and we're going to put our cute little beehive. So I'm going to have them be about there. All right, So I want to put a few little bees. So just like I did on the front, I'm going to put, and I love that there's 3 of them, because you know me, odd is better. So we've got our 3 little bees buzzing around. Okay, and then we can glue that all together, and then we can get to our front of our card. So, because it should be good and dry by now. All right, so let's put our stick on. So you don't want tons of glue, just a tiny little, as I blob it on there, just a little bit. Spread that around. Because since it's in the inside of the card, I'm just using the green tip glue. I don't want to put dimensionals or whatever, because then it would be too sticky outy, you know. So this way. But I love putting it on the inside of the card. It just gives that inside even more fun. All right. So let's do a little bit of coloring. So I have my blends here. I'm going to take my light pool party. Now I know I say light pool party is kind of hard to see, but that's what I want to use for the wings. And then a little bit of light gray granite. So we're going to put some light gray granite just around the bees a little bit, and then it's just going to make them pop off the page. Now this stamp has, the bee one has these little lines, which are adorable. I think they're probably a little bit too big for this bee. So we can use a pen if we want, or we can just leave them without a bee trail. So it's super cute. All right, so we're going to glue that later. Let me bring up my little bear over, and let's get him colored. So we have light flirty for his little cheeks, and a little bit here on his snout, and his ear holes, and his paws. All right. Then I want 4 and 6. Those are my go-tos, right, for animals. All right, so we want 4. So we're going to go around the edge. And I'm kind of coloring with I don't know if these are called broad strokes, but I'm just kind of coloring like that, and that's going to give the bear a little bit of texture. And around here and here. So we're going to just put just the dark areas, and it kind of tells you where they are, right? Because it's got these extra little lines drawn on the bear, so you know that, you know, that's dark there, and underneath his neck there. All right, and then we're going to take our 600 in the same way. We're just going to do our 600 by making lines. So then we're just kind of like coloring and kind of putting some texture in there. Even though the blends, they pretty much dry flat, I think you can still subtly see the lines. All right, so again, we're going to go over. That looks pretty good. So I'm just coloring it in with lines. So then the bear has got, you know, some furriness look to him. All right, so then I'm going to take 300 because I want to have even more kind of dark around my bear. So I'm going to take my 300 And just along the edge, I'm going to add that dark, and around here. So I'm not going to put tons. And this is just going to add even more depth to our bear. So that there's that shadow where his arm is and around his leg here. But I'm not putting tons, like I said. I'm just kind of sticking it kind of around the edge. So see how that just, you know, makes it, those other colors pop a little bit. Let me put a little bit around his snout. And then I'm going to just kind of go very lightly. I don't want tons. Just putting a couple little marks here and there. So it just makes him look a little hairy. All right, so let's do our snout now. So I want 700. So the higher the number, the lighter. All right, so 700. And then 800. So his snout is a different color than the rest of him. Let's take our dark flirty. Straighten that a little bit. Our dark flirty, and just add a little bit here and there. Okay. All right. Now let's do our honey. Now the honey, I want it to have kind of like, it's like a golden honey. So I'm using my light wheat. And I'm going to put a little bit of light wheat around the edge here. And then I'm going to take my dark daffodil. And mixing those two together gives you that perfect honey look. All right, let's see. And then I'm going to take Balmy. Since I use Balmy on the background for the sky, I also want to bring a little bit of Balmy into my bear. So I'm going to have my croc, even though a croc would probably be maybe like a Cajun color, I don't want it to be too much like the bear color. So I chose to do the croc in a Balmy blue instead. So this is light Balmy. So I usually try to explain while I do why I do things. I don't always. But if there's ever any time I'm doing, like I'm watching live with you in the chat, so if there's something you want to ask while the premiere is going, you can totally ask. But otherwise, if you're watching the replay, just leave a question down below, and I can reach out to you if you have any questions. All right, so that was dark Balmy and light Balmy. Now I'm going to take my light boho, and I want to really intensify that side where that blue is, and I love adding boho to Balmy. So just like I added that dark on the bear, I'm doing the same thing on the pot. Let me bring that up. So it just intensifies that look. All right. So he looks pretty good. I am going to add a little gel pen, but let's do our flowers. All right, so we're going to go. These are kind of small flowers. Where's my pool party for my bee wings? You don't hardly see them because of the sky color, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to quickly do our flowers. I'm going to just do them all the same color. I'm just going to go light daffodil and dark daffodil. So these are kind of a daisy, but I'm going to pretend they're a sunflower. You know me, I love sunflowers. All right, so I'm just going to have them be daffodil. So I'm just coloring them quickly, and this is with the light, and then I'll take the dark. So while I have the dark, I'm going to color my bees too. All right, so now we're just going to add a little dark here and there, in the centers. Oops, I forgot this one. Okay, and then I'm going to use pecan for the center. So light pecan for the center of my flowers. And since I use parakeet for my grass when I did the blending, I'm just going to use the parakeet blends as well for my stems. All right, and my leaves. So this is just light. So yeah, if you need a host, or not a host code, well, if you need a host code or something, but if you need item codes, again, make sure you reach out, because these aren't live, so you won't be able to find them like in the store. So you want to reach out to me. All right, so this is just dark parakeet, and I'm just coloring the other half of the leaf with the dark. Easy peasy. All right, so let's bring our card over. All right. So I'm using basic white thick. I seem to use that a lot just because it's got a nice heft to it, and it makes a nice clean looking card. All right, let's stick this on the inside so I don't forget. So adorable, right? So cute. All right. And then we have our checkered and our cute little honey. Now I'm going to use the green tip glue because I want to make sure I have a little bit of wiggle room when I glue these two together. Because they're 3 3/4 by 5 for the checkered one, and then 3 3/4 by 3 1/2 for the honey. So I just wanted to make sure that I had them lined up good. So the green tip glue allows me to do that. All right, so I'm going to stamp my greeting really quick, and I'm going to do "You're as Sweet as Honey," and this comes from the Be My Valentine set. And that's where the greetings came from, because the little furriest, I can't even think what they're called, the little animals, they don't have a greeting. So then you can use greetings from other sets. All right, so we have the "You're as Sweet as Honey." And I'm going to stamp that down here. "You're as sweet as honey." I love this font, and I think it's similar to the font that's on, oh my gosh, there's another Valentine one with the ice cream cone, I believe. I think it's the same font. All right, "You're as sweet as honey." I want that to dry a little bit before I touch it too much. All right. Because I stamped on designer series paper, so it's a little different than, you know, the cardstock, right? So I just want to make sure it's good and dry. So I'm going to lay this down, and I'm just going to give it a rub, and that way I'll know. So that's good and dry. Look at those cute bees. I almost hate putting the glue on them because they're so adorable. All right, so we're going to put this on here. And I also want to put some ribbon. Now, I was going to use the Poppy Parade ribbon that comes with the suite. And then I decided I'm going to go with my favorite black and very vanilla large check ribbon. And I'm just going to put a piece here, but I'm not going to make a bow or anything. I basically just want it so that it breaks up these two, so you don't see this line. Not that that's not, you know, ugly. I mean, it still looks fine, but I just kind of want to break up that line. And I love that that check. I think it looks super cute on the card. So I decided to use that. All right, so we want to put some glue dots on the back of our ribbon. And this is just going to go right on here. I'm just going to put it in between those two. I guess I can move it up a little bit. Since I'm not tying, it's not going to fold. You know, like usually when you tie, it folds the ribbon just a little bit, right? It like puckers it, you know. So I guess I don't have to worry because I'm not tying a ribbon. All right. I'm still going to put a little Scotch tape, even though we're not going to be tugging on it. I guess that's just a habit I get into. All right. Now, since we have this ribbon, we need to put this on with some glue dots. Because it's just better for the adhesive. Because you've got that ribbon back there. Ugh, I need one more. One more. You can still hear Winston in there. And Jeff's out working in the yard too, so. Alright. Sorry about that. Okay. I don't know what he's going to be like when they start doing fireworks. Alright. Toby did not like the fireworks. But when we had Kevin for that little over a week, he just slept right through them. Alright. So we have this right here is going to go in there. So let's put our bear on here first. Before we do, I am going to put a little bit of gel pen. Now the gel pen is just something, let's put some freckles. If you've done my socials, some classes I added to, but I just get them off of Amazon. But it just adds a couple little speckles. Alright, so I'm going to put the bear on with dimensionals. And my little Groot is hiding my dimensionals. But I love looking at things and, you know, seeing pictures. You know, like when you would lay as a kid and look at clouds. I remember I took a picture one time. Of course, I cannot find it because it was in the old days when you used a camera and you had to print the pictures. And I looked up and it was a perfect horseshoe in like snow. And I took a picture and like I said, I have no idea where it is. All right. I probably have a negative somewhere. All right. Remember that, the old days when we had negatives from our cameras too? Because you had to take that to the store and have them develop it. All right, so there's our cute little bear. And the little bees are buzzing around like, what do you got our honey for? That's our honey. All right, so now I'm going to put some dimensionals on here. And I'm also going to use some of the bling that comes with this suite. Because it is too cute. They're nice and flat. They're nice and shiny. All right, so the Your is sweet as honey. So cute, right? All right, so let me bring the bling over. So this is our cute little bling here. So I'm going to take, and I'm just bending this back and just using my finger. All right, so we have a cute little flower there. And then I want one of the hearts. So I'm just bending that back so that I can pick that up. And I'm going to put the little heart in here. So cute, right? So there's that fun card. So like I said, if you need item codes, let me know. So here's the one I did earlier. See if there's any difference. There might just be a different, oh no. I even glued the bear in the same spot. Well, this one might be a little higher. But he's so cute. So cute. All right. So let me say, see you later, alligator. So if you have any questions, let me know. I love these furry little animals. What are they called? What the heck? Fluffiest Friends. So there's a bunny, there's a bird, there's a beaver, which I love the beaver because I am Canadian. But he's got a heart. See that? The heart made of twigs and the little twig. So you can use it this way for the bird, or you turn it upside down and then it can be like a beaver dam. So it's cute either way. A little kitty cat and a little hamster and a bear. It just needs a dog. Don't you think it should have had a dog? I think so, because then I would have pretended it was Winston, because he is getting so fluffy right now. We had when we first got him, he was so matted that when we took him to the groomers, he was just so bad that they just like, so he was just like this much hair on that poor little skin. But now he's got about this much hair, and he's just such a fur ball. So we're still letting him grow because I want him to grow some more, but that would have been fun. Excuse me, to have a cute little Fluffiest Friends dog. But maybe we'll get more. Maybe if this is popular, so make sure when you can, either add it to your starter kit or make sure you order this when you can. If it's very popular, maybe we'll make more. So anyway, so I'm going to stop blabbing. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, make sure if you want to join my team, holler at me very soon, so we're not doing it like at midnight, because we don't want to be doing it at midnight, because then it's tomorrow, right? Because it's Utah time. So make sure you holler at me. Otherwise, I will see you Friday for my Dies shorts. That will be 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. Have a great night, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye for now.